good. We are going to cook chicken madras today, and I'm going to show you how we make it, and hopefully you will be able to make it at home. Most of the curries that we make are not really expensive in terms of what we sell it for, but you can also make it at home, or you can order it from us. Either ways, I'm happy to show you how we make it. And the first thing that we do is we put the fire on the pan. There you go, the fire is on, pan's getting hot, and we just put some oil in there, and this should be, that's around about 1.5 tablespoons. I'm going to put around 3 to 4 tablespoons of oil. Yeah, maybe around 3 tablespoons of oil. It's just that I want a bit more flavor to the oil. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put just a little bit of coriander seeds, just for it to flavor the oil, and a few cumin seeds. That's all. And put the fire down because I don't want it to burn. So you can do it, or you don't. It's not a must. It's just a me thing. I just like to flavor the oil just a little bit. I'm going to use the base gravy anyways, which has most of these things anyways. But this just gives it a special starting point for it to work through different spices. Right. So now I'm gonna be making one portion of chicken madras. So I'm gonna put one ladle of gravy. Reduce the fire a bit. So you just have to just mix it a bit. So if you don't like to bite spices, which we normally don't do in very less, I mean, you know, curries, you can take these corianders out or not put it at all in the first place. Or like in the last video I made, which was about chickpeas masala, you can blend the whole thing and make a nice puree of it, and that way as well it works really good. I will quickly make a video on how to make the base gravy, or the way that we make it, and obviously you can use that, or you can use so many other different ways to make it. When we make base gravy, we don't put any nuts or any of the allergens basically, because it's just easier to not have it in the first place than to keep avoiding it whenever needed. So there are no nuts or no gluten, and no dairy, nothing in our gravy. So we just have tomato, garlic, and I always forget it. Tomato, garlic, ginger, onion, the main thing, and then obviously some of the spices, which I'll show you in the video for the whole thing. So this is getting reasonably warm right now. This tastes really good. The gravy really tastes good. But I'm going to put, this is going to be a chicken madras, so I'm going to be putting, I would say, 1 teaspoon of red chili. 1 teaspoon of red chili, and then half a teaspoon of turmeric. The thing with turmeric is don't put too much. I put half a teaspoon. I find sometimes it starts getting bitter if you put too much turmeric into the curry. And also there are different manufacturers who, you know, make turmeric. So if you change your brand of turmeric, for example, try it by putting just a little into the curry, because I found it sometimes I put the same amount as the previous brand that I use, and then when I put it, it was too powerful. I don't know how it goes, but then the curry started tasting quite bitter. So make sure that you know the strength of your turmeric. A very important tip there. And now I'm going to put some garam masala. I'm going to put, first go with half a teaspoon and another half, I think. Yeah, I would say 1 teaspoon of garam masala is good. But then again, the thing with garam masala is you have to know the power of your garam masala. This can also go bitter if it is, if you put too much and if it's not the best quality. If you go online to buy your garam masala, you will find quite a few people selling garam masalas, but I don't think they are the best quality. If you want to get the best quality of garam masala, the best thing that you can do is you can buy whole garam masala from your from Amazon or wherever, which you will see seeds in it, like the coriander seeds over here and different seeds. So you get that, you heat that for some time, and then in a pan, open pan, let the steam come out of it, let it get a bit dry, and once it's dry, and then you put it in a coffee grinder, and then that's the best. That's what we use, and it smells good. It is freshly grinded. It's got all the essential oils in it and everything, so it's really, really good. So now we put the garam masala. You can also put a bit of pre-made Madras powder. I'm going to put just a little bit of that, has a very genuine Madras flavor. Again, you might want to try different vendors with this as well. Don't put a lot. I've just put like half a tablespoon of Madras powder. So that smells really good. And because Madras powder, the first Madras powder I had was slightly tangy, and that was really authentic. I had it in India, and it was different. And the thing is, no one said that this is, chicken Madras. But what was different was this was made by someone who lives in Madras. Madras is a place in the south of India, and it's now called Chennai. It's the capital or the downtown or whatever you want to call it for of Tamil Nadu, a state called Tamil Nadu. So over there people make the chicken curry, and it's pretty much what we call over here in the UK as chicken Madras. So it has slight tang. And now how do we do that? I will get some just get some tomato puree and put that in there. There you go. So you can probably put 1 tomato puree into it. One fresh tomato. I would say has to be red, because if it's not red, it has to be red and tender. If it's not red and tender, it's not going to be tasting good. It's going to taste extremely tangy. You want that combination of sweet and tang, mostly sweet. Not that we're going to make this curry sweet, but we just want to make sure that it has the right ingredients. So now that this is done over here, I'm just going to quickly give it a taste because my mouth is watering already. So just tasting the gravy. That is very good. Obviously, it's missing the chicken flavor. So now we're going to put the chicken in there. This is going to take, it's not going to take long to cook chicken breast. It's 1 chicken breast, average size. medium size or whatever. Just let that sit in there, and you can. This has got a bit dry, so I'm going to put just a little bit of water so it can cook faster. Just a little bit of water so it can cook faster. So I can put the fire up a bit. This is already looking a very good curry. I like the consistency of the gravy and the taste of the gravy. It does need a bit of salt, which I can probably put it right now. I put the fire up. So my way of putting salt is I just put a little bit of salt on all sides of the curry. Make sure the whole pan is covered just by a little bit of salt. If that is not enough, when I taste it, obviously I can't taste it right now because the chicken is raw. You don't want to get sick. So once that is done, once it's cooked, then I'll taste it again. So I'm just going to leave it cooking for a few bits. Just going to get the lid so that it doesn't splatter around the kitchen. There you go. Just give it like 5 minutes, I would say. Just 5 minutes, and that should be done. Or at least we can check at that stage. So chicken madras, you can cook it at your home yourself, and you can have it with tortilla or naan, or I think the best way to have it is with rice. If you make some nice white rice or pilau rice, and you can make it and have it with some lovely chicken madras. I think the taste would be amazing. This is something that you can cook up in bulk as well, and you can store in your freezer and take it out whenever you want to have. Especially if you're going to store in the freezer, just make sure that the gravy is nice and thick. So this is cooking over here. Let's have a quick look. Looking really good. It's always good to check the curry. So that you make sure that it's not sticking on the bottom. So while it's doing that, I'm just going to prepare some garnish for it, and you can give me a knife if you don't mind, though. Any knife is fine. So I'm just going to prepare some garnish for chicken madras. You can use some chili. It's really tricky to cut it, but this one green chili. I love this chili. This is my favorite chili of all the chilies that you can buy. I think they're really good. And so while you get in the stores, you get this sort of. It seems like it's almost done now. In the stores, you get chili, those big ones. I don't think they have a lot of flavor. This green chili, this thin one, has a lot of flavor, and it gives heat as well. So what we're going to do now is we're going to quickly check the temperature of the chicken. Really important to check the temperature of the chicken. Whether you're cooking at home or you're cooking in a restaurant or something, or takeaway like we do, I think it's really good to make sure that the chicken is fully cooked. especially with all kinds of diseases one can get or something. Here we go. So that is nicely cooked. We've reached optimum temperatures. Well, I mean, the best temperature to reach is obviously 76 degrees, so make sure it's over there. And now we're going to just quickly garnish this with some green chili and some coriander. Now, the best thing that I have loved from my childhood is a bit of ghee. Just a little bit of ghee can do wonders. So just put a bit of ghee into the curry, and we do put it in when we make it for the takeaway, and that ghee can make such a big difference to the whole curry. So just let that ghee melt in the middle, and once you start eating it, you can just mix it with your tortilla or stuff like that, and that should do the trick. So I don't know if you can see it from there, can you? I'm so proud of this. This looks so good and so delicious. Let me quickly have a taste of it as well, just before we end the video. This is looking so lovely. Wow. Mix a bit of ghee. I've been trying to lose weight, so I shouldn't have the ghee, but you know, duty calls. Oh my gosh, that is so good. That is ultimate. Especially that coriander, the seasoning that you put at the end. You might think it's not that important, but that makes a big difference. You know what else I would like to put for garnishing? But you could use it for a different curry. But you could put slices of ginger in it. That would taste amazing as well. Just thin, absolute. Do you call it julienne? Yeah, you put those into that. Oh my gosh, it's gonna taste so good, so awesome. So this is our chicken madras, and if you can make it yourself at home, it's brilliant to make. Try it. It is definitely going to make your winter really, really special. Now, thanks for watching this video. If you watched all through it, I'm so grateful. I can't believe that you actually watched through it. Thanks for that. Now, if you can like or subscribe to our channel, or share it if you're watching it on Facebook, and so more people can make curries. And these are simple curries. I'm going to make it as simple as possible, so that anyone and everyone, anyone you want to cook at some stage, just make it. There's one tip, one final tip I'll give you before we go. If you want to make your curry really good, make sure you're hungry when you're cooking it, because that's when you cook the best. Your senses are at your top, your taste buds are craving for some food, your nose is ready to smell every aspect of the food, and that's the best time you cook it. Anyways, thanks for watching, and you have a nice day. Thank you. Bye-bye.